Hello and welcome back. If you can't tell I'm tired, you're blind. Or you're trying to flatter me. And it's working. We're gonna jump back in to Spirit Hunter NG with all the crappy voice acting and stuff, but it's fun, even if I get so embarrassed my nose starts to itch. Let's go! Make sure this is too loud. That's super loud. Alright. If I lose, am I going to die too? We'll find out, buddy. Go lay down. You already had your din-din. You already had your... Oh, thank you. You smell good, though. I washed you. Go lay down. Oh, go lay down. Oh, go lay down. Seriously, go lay down. Go. Of course, voice acting, and I just had like 2 scoops of peanut butter. Probably not the best when you need to start reading, but that's why I have tea. For all those sexy aunts talking to their adoptive sons. Alright. The day after Ami disappeared. Once I told Aunt Natsumi what happened, she contacted the cops to have them go search for her. As the last person to see her, of course, they were suspicious of me. The berserk car, the sound of the flute, and Kakuya. I told them everything that happened that night. The guy who questioned me couldn't hide his smirk. He clearly didn't believe me. No surprise. Ugh. I have like wax on my legs. Ugh. Waxed today. My pants are sticking to me everywhere. Alright. I could hardly believe it all myself, and I lived it. The painfully long questioning done, I finally make my way back to my apartment. I slowly drag my feet up the rickety stairs to my door. I'm exhausted. I'm home, but I don't feel like turning on the lights. The quiet dark might help organize my thoughts. What should I do now? I speak out loud to focus on the sound. It's my voice, and I should be used to it, but somehow it feels like it belongs to someone else. I've got 2 options. Let the police deal with it, or handle this myself. A typical kidnapping or missing persons is a job for the cops, as they're professionals. Though going by all the smug looks I got explaining things, I doubt they believe me. Besides, that Kakuya girl said... Kakuya will play with you next. Let's play the Urashima woman game. Look for the Urashima woman. Yeah. If you don't play with Kakuya, you'll disappear too. And Ami will never come back. Ugh. Gotta get back into voices. I hate voices. She's waiting for me. What should I do? I give my head a shake. Focus. I have to make a decision. Well, the game's only gonna go one way. I will... go after Kakuya. Good, yes. Pick the choice that keeps the game going. Oh, I'll play your game. I'll play the hell out of it. I'll crush it so hard you won't have a stage to stand on. Plus, going after her will probably lead me to Ami. I just know she's got to be involved in Ami's disappearance. Mind set, I flick the lights on. Damn light. Why does it seem so bright this time? Okay, where to start? Detectives usually search personal belongings first, right? Are you related to Moshida? Because if you are... I'm okay with that. I open my closet and pull out what I'd hidden there. Stumbling. It's Ami's headphones that I found earlier. I should have turned them in as evidence, but something made me hold on to them. This is some really loud music in my ear right now. I got dizzy out of nowhere after I touched the blood stain. What was that? Do it again. Ugh. Again. Like someone jabbed antenna in my head. There's a better way to write that. Like someone jabbed an antenna in my head and I'm picking up the TV signals, but I can't see it clearly. Someone's calling. Oh, it's Amanome. Devlin, I heard about Ami. The police sure put you through the ringer. It's a good life experience to grow from. You learn of things fast, as usual. Well, I have a friend in the police department. He went out of his way to report to me since it involved a classmate of mine. Sounds like the Amanome family influence extends to the police department. Can you come to Black Rabbit? Tell me everything there while I comfort the heartbroken Miss Natsumi. Black Rabbit isn't open. Aunt Natsumi is busy. Didn't you say you had a spare key? Anyway, let's meet there. Don't make me wait, Devlin. Don't just decide on your own. Hold on. Finished with what he had to say, he hangs up on me. This guy. I grab my bag and leave my apartment, headed toward the bar. I want scary things to happen, though. I picked extra scary game. Game of Death, Amanome Hazuki. No one should be here, but the lights are on. Devlin. Natsumi sits inside looking exhausted. She's hiding it well with makeup, but the bags under her eyes are still there. The bar's closed today. I'm meeting Amanome here. What about you? I left something. I'm so forgetful. In her hands is a small clutch that Ami always used. Okay, I'm off to the police station. You can use the bar as you wish, but try not to be out too late, alright? Bye, Mom, Aunt, lady. Aunt Natsumi quickly leaves the store. Her steps are so unsteady, it looks like she could collapse right in front of me. Huh? What's this? Papers are scattered over the counter. Ami's face looks back at me above the words, "Have you seen her?" Bet she can't stand sitting around and doing nothing. It's her baby. I turn on the TV to pass time while I wait for Amanome. Looks like I caught the local news. They're talking about the topics in the Shinji Award. In other news, the corpse of a female was found yesterday at Yamato Shrine. The Shinzo police plan to investigate to determine if this is a possible crime or an accident. The Shrine's administration announced that the park will be closed at night for the next few days. As a result, all events scheduled to take place at the Yamato Shrine, including the concert by the idol Momo Kuruse, have been cancelled. The performance has been rescheduled too. A picture of a girl with the silver hair appears on the screen. It's the cult idol Ami likes. She hadn't planned to go to the concert, but I'm sure she'd be disappointed to hear this. So, you did come like I told you to. A good boy like you deserves a present. Stop throwing drinks in my face! He tosses a can of coffee at me with the word "don." It's got a face of a grizzled man who looks like a bandit leader on it. Regular coffee has 150 milligrams of caffeine, but apparently this kind has twice that. What do you think? Like a wire to the brain, huh? Going by your expression, I take it you didn't like it. No one says honesty isn't one of your virtues. Anyway, let's get right to it. My cop friend told me what you said during the questioning, that a girl in traditional clothing is involved with Ami's disappearance. Have you gone crazy? Of course you don't believe me. I would have punched you to stop making up things if you'd told me the same. Hitting me is unnecessary, you barbarian. I don't need anyone to believe me. It's my problem, I'll take care of it. Full of yourself, as always, your courageous recklessness reminds me of Don Quixote. But that's what makes you you. These days we've only got guys who leave all their work for others to deal with. It's rare to find someone like you who takes matters into their own hands. Putting aside whether I believe your fairy tale or not, I'd love to see how a guy like you will tackle something like this. Sounds very entertaining. Count me in too. I guess you're okay with it. Besides, I stand to gain something from this myself. Finding Ami will get me extra brownie points with Miss Natsumi. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to break through her guard. Ugh, whatever.
Okay.
Alright, I'm getting pumped. This reminds me when you and I dealt with that dealer who crept too far into our turf. Oh yeah, whatever happened to that guy? I left him with you. I wonder. I haven't seen him since then. Maybe he went back home. I heard he lives near the ocean, so perhaps he's swimming with the fishes these days. It'd be smart to drop this topic right now. Oh, a customer? Bursting into the bar comes someone I recognize, Karu Hazuki. Mr. Natsumi. I want to know more about what happened to Ami. Oh, Kate, where's Miss Natsumi? She wasn't at home, so I figured she'd be at the bar. Ami told me where to find it a long time ago. She's gone to the police. I see. Those clothes, you must be Karu Hazuki. I see why Maruhashi was thrilled. You're pretty cute. Who are you exactly? Why do you know my name? Oh, are you an FBI psychic detective? And you use some kind of mind reading on me? If so, then I want your autograph. My name's Seiji Amanome. Not a common last name, is it? If you get what I'm saying, this will go much faster. You're part of the Amanome family. Her body stiffens as she realizes. Anyone who doesn't know Seiji Amanome reacts exactly the same. Why is a member of the Yakuza here? Yakuza. He's a friend. He's the boss's son, but he's not a member yet. He won't bite so long as you don't mess with him. Could you not introduce me like some dog? Anyway, where did you hear about Ami Hazuki? Miss Natsumi called me while I was out. She didn't get into details, so... But you can fill me in, right? Right, Kate? Just not Mr. Kate, just Kate. Yeah, I was thinking the same. I want to hear it from you directly. Maybe Hazuko... Stop doing that! Stop putting the... If it's in this game and they did it in the last game, you don't just add an apostrophe and L's on a name. It doesn't... Okay. Maybe Hazuki will believe your fairy tale. Girls love that sort of things. Fairy tale? All the fairy tales. I tell them everything that happened that night. About the band attacking us, how Ami disappeared, and my encounter with Kakuya. Amanome smirks, never wavers as he listens. Doesn't look like his opinion is going to change. But Hazuki is completely serious. Her gaze is so intense, it's like she's memorizing every word I say. You're serious? Yeah, don't believe me if you want, but... No, I believe you. That was fast. That Kakuya girl you mentioned, she must be a spirit. A spirit? What's that? Well, you don't know about spirits. Are you saying you don't read Moa's H-City featured article in Oop? We're back to Oop Arts. I don't read that. I don't watch TV, I don't read. Sounds like me. To be fair, Monthly Oop Arts is a minor occult magazine. It shits out tabloid-grade fantasies about ghosts and urban legends. Nobody's with any sense reads it. It's not fantasy, it's the truth. You think so too, right, Kate? You believe in ghosts and urban legends? Ugh, this is why boys suck. Spirits aren't human. They say they're what become of people who died with a strong grudge. So, like a ghost. They're similar, though they're of a more violent nature. They have a strong hatred toward the living. That's why they try to kill us. A drop of sweat runs down my back. Last night I barely escaped that runaway van. There is anything else? Well, let's see. Spirits are distinguished by how they feed off fear. They drive humans to the brink of death and soak them in fear and despair. That is their wish. That's all I remember of what's written about them. Fear, huh? That's an image from the first game. Hey, Cade? This Kakuya told you to search for the Urashima woman, right? Yeah, pretty sure. It's some kind of game between her and me. So, does that mean the Urashima woman from the rumors actually exists? You know what she's talking about? Well, of course. It's the most discussed rumor right now on the Shinza Ward Ghost Story forums. Enough of this. Why are you even floating the idea that ghosts exist? It's foolish and unproductive. Zip it. Hazuki, what is this Urashima woman? It's the ghost of a woman said to appear in Yamato Shrine. The shrine contains Urashima Lake, hence the name Urashima Woman. And, well, about the ghost. Story time? The rumor of the forum goes like this. Story time. You heard about the body of the college girl that was found at Yamato Shrine, right? Apparently it was right next to Urashima Lake. I bet the Urashima woman did it. They say the Urashima woman is the ghost of a woman who died in Urashima Lake. If you do a certain thing at the shrine, she'll appear. What are you supposed to do? Easy. Go to the lake in the dead of the night and just throw a rock in. Though I've heard it's up to luck whether you see the Urashima woman or not. According to those who did see her, she looks like a soaked pregnant woman. About that college girl who died. Her friend invited her to go with him to find out if the rumor was true or not. Though they were going to the park in the middle of the night, so maybe they were fooling around. When they reached the boat docks, they used rock, paper, scissors to decide who'd test it. The college girl lost. Nervous, she picked up a random rock and threw it into Urashima Lake. The splash echoed through the quiet park. The two of them slowly glanced around. But no one was there. The lake looked the same as well, shining dimly under the moonlight. They must have felt relieved. They laughed together over silly rumors, but I guess they still felt uneasy as they left the park right away. It all started the next day when the girl stopped coming to classes. People called her over and over, but she never answered nor responded to their messages. A few days later, her friends became worried, so they decided to go visit her. And that's when they found her drowned body by the Urashima Lake. And for some reason, her corpse was swarming with small turtles. Frightening. And that's the scary rumor of the Urashima woman. Wasn't that just spine-tingling? Amonome already had a pale face, but now he looks drained of blood. His face has gone blank and his eyes are out of his focus. Could it be you're the type that can't deal with ghosts or scary stories? That's right. Got a problem with it? My aversion to these sorts of things is more or less like what you'd consider a wheat allergy. Meaning, that's just how my body reacts. I can't help it if it does it. When I heard you were the son of the boss, I was afraid that you'd be scary, but... So you can be cute too, Amonome. Why are you smiling? Why are you being so overly familiar with me? He's been like this since elementary. Ghosts and scary story are his weak point. He once heard a scary story on an overnight trip, couldn't sleep, and fainted the next day. I wonder if the Urashima woman Kakuya spoke about is connected to the rumor. I doubt there's more than one of them. It's worth checking. Right. We have to look into it. We have to find the truth about Urashima woman and her identity. You're having fun with this, aren't you? Well, my interest in ghosts and the occult is part of my life's work, after all. Are you a weird hobby enclosed because of that occult idol? Yeah, of course I'm a Mum Molar. Plus, the Urashima woman got Momo's concert cancelled. I can't forgive her. I agree that we should investigate the rumor. Obviously, it's proof that Urashima woman doesn't exist. She's just a pregnant woman on a stroll. Fear makes the wolf bigger than he is. Right then, let's get going. Right now? Hold on, you're coming with us? Of course! No way am I going to miss this chance to see an actual spirit up close. Oh god, it's like that one girl again. Moe? What will you do after you meet it? Get an autograph or something? Yeah! I'm kidding, of course not, I'm not that dumb. I would just love to see one up close, like fans are with idols. Besides, there's also Ami. Going after the Urashima woman kills two birds with one stone. So I'll be hanging around for a while, Cade. I'm glad, Cade. Leave all the ghost stuff to me. I can answer just about any question you have. I don't mind going, but didn't the news say something about the Yamato Shrine being closed all night right now? Wouldn't the trip be for nothing? It's enough to go there and check it out. Besides, you'd be surprised at the ways one can get through the well-guarded places. I've heard about die-hard fans sneaking into their favorite idol's dressing room. One of these die-hard fans doesn't have to be you, does it? Bet she stole the clothes she's wearing from Momo Karusei's dressing room. Do you want me to curse the both of you to death? It's late. If we're going, we better leave now. And keep an eye out for cops. It'll be a huge hassle if they catch us. Oh, leave that to me. I know a route that circumvents the police. And why would you know that? I like exploring haunted places. They started recognizing me more and more times I went out. That night with Murahashi. Yeah, I was returning from a haunted place. I had heard about an abandoned gentleman's club downtown where ghosts appear. I was lucky and the window happened to be open, so I was able to sneak in, but no ghost showed up, unfortunately. I even waited 2 hours. Hey, Dublin. This girl seems kind of crazy, don't you think? Guess not, just her clothes are strange. But she seems to know a lot. Better her than someone who'd get in the way. I suppose that's true. If anything, she's not too bad looking, so she might be of use. Sometimes you just need a woman's charm to get out of a situation. Ugh, you do know I can hear everything, right? We leave Black Rabbit and head toward Yamato Shrine under Hazuki's direction. Spirits are still death goes someone who died in lake in maternity wear, throw a rock and late to meet her, depends on luck. College girl tried to find ground. Excuse me. A few minutes of walking get us to the entrance of Yamato Shrine. Like we were warned, the main entrance is closed. So it really closed at night. Though it is just a park, I doubt there's much in the way of security. I measure up the height of the gate. I can jump this. Well, I'm sure it'd be a breeze for you, Dublin. Let's check for security cameras just in case. It'd be a hassle if they call the cops on us. But the biggest problem is... Ononome glances over his shoulder. The security guard seems super dedicated to keeping an eye out. It's so late. I figured they'd go home at some point or something. When no one's around is the exact time more security is required. Not everyone is as honest as you, Hazuki. It's just common sense. I get the feeling I should put an end to this conversation now. Anyway, may as well try talking to the guy at least. I get to move my flashlight around. Out of the park. Looks like Urashima Lake is the center and the sanctum sits on the island located beside it. The island's called Rugu Island. Below the map is a short explanation about the shrine. The main sanctum, Tamate, is a Rugu Island in honor of the water gods, Tatsu, dragon, and Mi, snake. These gods provide blessing for good childbirth. Many parents name their child after the deities. To receive that blessing, you throw a rock with a name written onto it into the lake when the sun is at its peak. The rock-throwing part sounds a lot like the Urashima woman's rumor. Though that one you're supposed to do at night. Be it praying to a god or spooky ghost doesn't change the fact that this is all ridiculous. It's an ingenious way to scam people and make money off the devout, though. Ugh, you're so annoying. Karma's gonna come back and bite you in the butt for that. The guard Vermilion Torii Gate is proof this place used to be a shrine before it became a park. There's a flyer on the ground. It says cancellation notice. Looks like the concert was cancelled. Concert. Is this talking about... Yep, Momo's Kurusa's concert. It had to be cancelled. It's weird, but she becomes extremely popular recently. Who knows why? It's a shame about the concert being cancelled. I was really looking forward to it. I think I'll hold on to this flyer if that's okay. Might be able to hear more about it from the guard. Park entrance, the main gate is closed. I don't see any security cameras. You're right. I don't see any either. How sloppy, but it works out for us. Yeah, the gate isn't very tall either. Does that mean there's no issue with jumping the gate? Only if the guards don't spot us. And that's the sticking point, of course. The poster details info. Festival plans for offering prayers to the water gods living in the lake. Alright, let's go say hi. The lights in the station are on. Looks like the guards are working late. I step forward, but Amanome stops me with his hand. I got this. I've got some experience with negotiating. He straightens his shoulders, walks up to the window, and taps it lightly with his knuckle. Excuse me. The window to the front desk slides open and a sleeping-sounding man replies. What is it? The park's already closed for the day. I'm terribly sorry. I actually came to the park earlier today, and it seems I forgot something on a bench inside, so I came back to get it. The lost something scenario. But the guard doesn't seem to be softening up. Look, man, if you lost something, you need to call management. We're only security and information here. Management? Hey, I already told you earlier, we're closed. If there's something you want to know, take a look at the directory or the posters. Good night. Ass. He was rather pissy. It's late, I guess it makes sense. We need to come up with some sort of plan if we want to get any useful information out of him. Okay. Maybe I can find out something from the guard if I show this to him. You should handle this, Devlin. I get the feeling he'd just chase me away if he sees me come up to him again. I head over and quietly tap on the glass. The window slides open. The guard still sounds sleepy. Yeah, what is it? I wanted to ask about this flyer. Oh, the Idol concert. That's been cancelled. I know, but why was it cancelled? Why do you think? The one in a college girl, obviously. Why'd you make me say it? Jeez, why isn't he working tonight? He? The guard on shift tomorrow is a Kurose fan. He will not stop talking about her. Drives me crazy. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer all your questions about her. He'd talk the ear off a fellow fan. No, I wouldn't exactly say I'm a fan. Okay, you're starting to get on my nerve. Hurry up and go if you don't want me to call the cops. Ugh, damn idol Taku. You look put out. How'd it go? Apparently the concert was cancelled. But we already know that. Is that all you found out? No, there's one other thing. Sounds like the guard on duty tomorrow is a huge Momo Kurose fan. A Momo Kurose fan? Is that important? I think I've checked everything I can around the main entrance. Okay, I think I'm done here. If you plan to investigate inside, then I don't think you can avoid hopping over the gate. Sure, but what about the guard? Oh yeah, that's the problem. We'll just have to force our way in. It's not too tall, so hopping it'll be a cinch. Sure, it's easy for a muscle freak like you. Hazuki and I aren't so inclined. We'd need some time to climb our way over. That loss of time would be fatal. It's too risky. True. Then I'll just go on my own for a quick look. Whoa, hold on, are you serious? Yeah. We came all this way, it'd suck if we'd go back empty-handed. Yeah, but what do you plan to do after you get in there? Well, how about I go throw a rock in Urashima Lake? Maybe that'll make the Urashima woman appear. Don't do that, you'll be cursed! Only if the rumor's true. We'll have to take some risks at some point if we were going after the Urashima woman. Just a matter of when. But... Okay, if that's your decision, Devlin, I'll support it. Hazuki and I will distract the guard. Take the chance to sneak in. Right, I'll leave it to you. I guess our roles are set then. Hazuki, I'm gonna need your help. Yeah, alright. The two huddle together to plan their strategy. It sounds like they're going to cause some kind of disturbance to distract the guard. And that's the plan. All you have to do is keep up. I get the feeling you're a pretty bad actor. I'll show you my true power. I can ad-lib like the oh, motherfucker. Hey. I can ad-lib the particulars, right? Whoa, hey, please just don't do anything stupid. Alright, Devlin, we're off. Figure out the timing on your own. Just get inside.